Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of Joe Kelley's Psychedelic Experience. What's going on with you? It's your old pal Joe checking in with you on a motherfucking Monday. How you doing, people? We missed you last week. I'm sorry. I had things going on. I was traveling. I missed you. I'm sorry. I tried to record a podcast while I was driving. You know how I like to do it. Drunk as hell, had my whole computer set up, just driving real fast down the road, and I was like, now's a good time to record a podcast. But it didn't work out, I decided maybe it's not a good idea to set up my whole computer in my car and record a podcast, especially when I'm drinking whiskey, driving 120 in my fucking Buick. You know what I mean? So I opted out of that idea, but hey, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing better than you ever thought you possibly could be doing. It's 2022. What the fuck else are we doing, people? What else are we doing? The world's falling apart. The empire is ending. But hey, that don't matter. That's all outside. We can only control what's going on inside. And what's inside of you? Nothing but a big old fat spiritual cock. You know what I mean? So grab your big old dick and show it to the world sometime. Hey, everybody, some stuff is coming up. Got some shows coming up this week. As a matter of fact, I'll be in Nashville, Tennessee at Zanies Comedy Club this Wednesday, January 12th. I'll also be in Iowa at maybe just somewhere in Iowa. I'll be roaming around there, just smoking some meth. You can find me. I'll be in Dubuque, Iowa, the 14th and the 15th this weekend at Comedy Bar. I can't remember if I said that. With my good friend Aaron Weber. I'm doing Aaron Weber shows this Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So if you're out and about that way, hey, come through. Come see the jokes. And then I got a show sometime fucking later in the month. I want to say the 25th here in Atlanta at Battle and Brew, something like that. JoeKelleyComedy.com has all the information for all that fun stuff. What you been doing, people? How's your year going so far? Hey, did we have a good January 6th? Huh? Did we enjoy ourselves on January 6th? Did we never forget? You know what I mean? You can't forget January 6th. White fellas, that's one for us, I hope you all had a great time celebrating January 6th because that's just our one day a year we get now, just being, that's a day for white fellas. We finally got one. Guys, bros, dudes, I hope you all celebrated and had a great time, because that's our day. January 6th, never forget, for us, by us, you know what I mean? The worst tragedy to ever happen to America is a bunch of fucking Walmart employees showed up to the Capitol and stayed between the velvet ropes. Ah, man. But hey, that's our day now. I can't wait till next year. Now we can really ramp it up. We could do like some white dude shit next year. Maybe we can have a big party. I'm inviting you guys. I'm saying I'm probably going to buy a real big house by next year. Have a real big party on January 6th. What will we have there, white fellas? What do we love? I don't know. Pussy, first and foremost. Hell yeah. Have a bunch of pussy. We'll have some bush lights, perhaps, huh? What better way to celebrate January 6th than with some bush lights and some pussy? What else do we need, So be on the lookout for that big party next year. Fuck it, hey. I just like that that's the worst thing that's ever happened to America. Is it that bad? Is anything really that bad? 9/11 was pretty bad. I think we can all agree with that, but, I just don't think a bunch of drunk hillbillies showing up to the Capitol is necessarily the worst. Definitely not the worst thing that's ever happened in America, John Lennon got shot. Where did he get shot? He's not even from here, but, it's still pretty terrible day, when one of the Beatles is getting shot. John F. Kennedy got shot in the back of the head. Remember that? Or was it the front of the head? Nobody knows. Somebody knows, goddammit. But, according to some people, he got shot from every possible angle. Multiple shooters. Not just one, not just two. Multiple. Look it up. Read into it. Do your own fucking research. But I just think that was the worst day. Anyway, what the hell's been going on? I don't know. You know me. I'm chilling. Alec Baldwin. Hey, did you watch that Alec Baldwin fucking video, people? Did you watch him sitting in his car, just really hoping to get to the bottom of the whole situation? you know. And I don't know how you get to the bottom of something where it's you shot a lady in the chest. What else is there? What else are you trying to figure out? You know, that seems like the bottom of it to me. What happened? Well, I shot a lady in the chest. Okay, that seems like a pretty cut and dry story. It's like, no, you don't understand. I didn't shoot her in the chest. It's like, oh, okay. You're holding a gun when it went off and shot her in the chest. Were you playing with it? Did you not like the lady? Let's start there. How did you know that lady? It seems like a fucking cut and dry situation. But that video, did you see it? You got to look it up, people. Maybe I'll fucking I'll try and copy some of these links and put them in the description or something like that. He looks like he looks like a lunatic. He looks like he's hiding something, you know? If you watch it, he definitely looks like he's like, I want to get to the bottom of this, the bottom of the thing that's haunting me every day because I know the truth that I shot that lady in the chest and I don't want anybody to know, you know. I don't know. The people won't go through his cell phone or something like that. I don't fucking know what he's doing. But you know how I feel about him. You know, he definitely shot that lady in the chest on purpose. And he's just out and about making fucking TikTok videos or whatever the fuck he's doing. You know, just looking like a madman. Looking like he has something on his mind while he's just sitting in his car. Listen, people, as a man, I've never known a man to just sit in a car and talk to nobody unless he had something on his mind. You know, I don't know how you ladies do it, if you all have ever just sat in the driveway or a parking lot and just kind of talked about what was on your mind to nobody around. But you usually don't do that if you're just kind of, if nothing's on your mind. You know what I mean? You're not just casually just going to go, I'm going to chat to myself real quick before I go in after I had this great day. I just want to remember that I had such a great day. Usually it's some deep, dark secret that you've never told anybody, you know. So that's why you're sitting in your car alone before you go in to be around people that you know, so you can let out the demon. Put it out in the open. Like the fact that you may have shot a lady in the chest on a movie set because, you know, for whatever reason, because she wouldn't suck your dick. That's what I think. I know I've talked about this before, but I'm just saying Alec Baldwin seems like the type of guy who would go, hey, I'm going to need you to suck my dick. And you'd go, you know what? I don't think I want to do that. And he'd go, oh, okay. You don't want to do that? Okay. And then he'd go get a gun and just shoot you and kill you dead. He seems like that type of guy. Does he not? Does he not? The whole video is very strange. The end of it, he's just, you know, the whole time he's just talking about wanting to get to the bottom of it and this, that, and the other. And then he talks about January 6th too. He's like, hey man, I don't want to get January 6th out there. And it's like, what does that mean? You know, I don't want to get January 6th or something like that. He used it as a verb. And it's like, I'm not too sure what that even means. But the video ends, he just pulls a Splenda packet out of his pocket. You can see why I stumbled over that. Packet and pocket. Just one letter different. I know you guys come here for a little lesson in life, but did you know that packet and pocket are just one? There's only one letter that's different in both those words. That's pretty crazy, right? Intellectual. I'm going to get Neil deGrasse Tyson on here. We'll have a great time talking about how words, if you change a letter, they sound different sometimes. Pretty neat. But yeah, that fucking lunatic shot a lady in the chest and he's just pulling Splenda out of his coat. I don't even think he had a cup of coffee with him. You think that guy just snorts Splenda and then just shoots white women? Wouldn't be a bad life. Wouldn't be a bad life. What if you've been so, you know, a lot of us have trials and tribulations in life. Tribulations, sometimes tribulations, I think is the right word. You know, a lot of us try and fail over and over again. So we never get bored with trying. You know what I mean? We're good with trying because we don't succeed that often. But I imagine if your life has been a great success, such as Alec Baldwin's, you probably get bored just living a normal life. You know what I mean? I'm sure Chipotle probably doesn't taste as good if you're Alec Baldwin. It barely tastes good to me, you know, but $8 for a burrito, that's a pretty good deal. So I can't be a beggar and a chooser. But I feel like maybe he's gotten so successful and so bored with life that he just shoots people and then goes, no, I didn't do it. I like that that's how we've kind of have grown up. That's what adults do now in the American society. You know what I mean? In our culture, in our weird country, is you can see somebody doing something and they'll go, I'm not doing that. What are you talking about? Like, are you fucking my wife? It's like, no, dude, I'm just here with her, but like, I'm inside her, but we're not fucking, you know what I mean? No, absolutely not. So it's such a little kid thing to do. You know what I mean? Just shit your pants? No. It's like you gotta your britches are filled with shit. But you're just like, no, I didn't shit my pants. No, I didn't shoot a lady in the chest. What are you talking about? No. What's that gun in your hand and that that note that says die Kathleen that you have? No, that's not. No, I didn't do that. That was totally not me. Oh, fucking people. What are we doing? What is the world coming to? Nothing but fun. Nothing but a great, entertaining fucking show. You know? Good Lord. Good fucking Lord. I was thinking about this, right? I think, I don't know. I feel like I'm a gullible person. Y'all feel gullible sometimes? I feel like I've always been a very gullible person. I just want to trust people. And as you know, if you've listened to this podcast, I don't trust nobody. But I used to want to, you know? But I just can't. I can't do it anymore. Went through too many lies as a child, you know? When did you find out Santa was not real? Let me ask you fine people that. When is too old? I've been thinking about this because when I went home for Christmas and saw my niece, she's like, fucking forget again, 5 or 6. She might be fucking 6. I don't know. But she's still doing the Santa Claus thing, you know? And I'm trying to think when I finally got out of it. I remember, this is where I got fucked up, all right, people, is a bunch of the neighbor kids were telling me Santa wasn't real. They were calling me a Santa Claus believer. I was probably like 6 or 7, you know? And so I finally had to ask my mom. I finally had to nut up the courage and go, Mom, they're telling me Santa is not real. Is Santa real? And she's like, no, he's not. And I'm like, damn, you know? But I didn't bother to follow up and ask if the Easter Bunny was not real too. So in my mind, I was like, well, you wouldn't lie to me about everything. So I didn't bother to follow up. So I was like, okay, guys, Santa's not real, but the Easter Bunny still is. So that's pretty cool, right? There's still some hope left in the world, you know? And this is why I thought the Easter Bunny was real, is because I had his address. I'd written the Easter Bunny a letter when I was very young, thanking him for candy and whatnot. So, you know, I just assumed that was a real address, you know. It never dawned on me that it was the same address as my grandparents' house. You know, a gullible, just wanted to have faith in the world, just wanted to believe in magic and believe in something, you know. And now I look like a fucking goofball because I wrote the Easter Bunny a letter at some point in time, you know. And I think the Easter Bunny wrote me back. I can't remember. We called that motherfucker one time. You know what I mean? I know you go to see Santa at the mall. We all knew Santas at the mall weren't the real Santa, but they worked for Santa, you know. But when we called the Easter Bunny, I didn't know. I assumed there was one Easter Bunny. We talked to that motherfucker, you know. Again, it didn't dawn on me that the fact that when my grandparents called the Easter Bunny, they said, hello, Easter Bunny headquarters, immediately, you know. But we talked to the Easter Bunny, my sister and I did. Again, thanked him for the candy and everything else. Ended up just being my grandpa's drunk friend, Jack. He was the one who was the Easter Bunny after that whole time, you know. But I got bamboozled. And also, Again, not thinking it's Easter morning and we're getting straight through to Easter Bunny headquarters, no busy signal. Didn't put that together either. You would think if it's Easter morning, there's going to be a lot of people calling the Easter Bunny, thanking him for their candy and treats and whatever else. But we got right fucking through. I just never put it together. And then I looked like an idiot for an extra year. Just because I wanted to believe, there was the big three. There was Santa, the Tooth Fairy, and the Easter Bunny. I'm like, hey, Santa's not real. That's all right. We got two left. The Tooth Fairy, I can't remember. I'm sure at some point once the Easter Bunny was like, that's not real either. I'm sure that Tooth Fairy flew out the fucking window. I'm sure I figured it out by then. Maybe not. I don't remember when I stopped believing in the Tooth Fairy. But I remember having one of the neighbor kids over, and we're going, yeah, Santa's not real, but check this out. I had a little secret stash where I kept the Easter Bunny's address, just in case I ever needed to visit him again. I pulled it out, said Easter Bunny headquarters right on that fucking thing too, people. God damn. You just want to have some hope. So it's like, that's what I was trying to figure out, is when do you stop lying to your child? Because it seems like the answer is never. Just betray all trust within your child by the time they're 8 years old, and then release them out into the fucking society and go, hey, good luck. Everything you've ever known is a lie, but good luck to you. I believed the Easter Bunny way too long. I'm so embarrassed by it. Can't believe it. Just got duped. Got duped way too many times, How are we doing on the podcast? Yeah, we got some little bit more time. Couple funny videos. I saw some more shit, Talk about these to get you on your way. Bro, I don't know what the fuck that noise just was. I tried to mimic it. Let me get a drink here. Let me wet my whistle. Hey, just want to say thanks for checking out the podcast, everybody. Hope we're having fun on this Monday or whenever you're listening to it. Oh, man. I saw not like a PETA protester, but an animal rights activist. That's the better word for it. I saw a video of an animal rights activist getting handled in the best possible way an animal rights activist could ever get handled. You understand what I'm saying, people? This is some fucking, like a cow auction, I guess. I think they were for meat or something like that. I think they were going to be used for eating. I think they were very, good cows. You know what I'm saying? There might have been some bulls there too, right? But, so they're doing their auction. They're going, hey, we got this big fat cow. Not my wife, but this big fat cow right over here. Going for $750. Someone's like, I'll take that big fat cow for $750, and I'll take your wife for $50. And he's like, sold immediately, honey. You get the fuck out of here. But they're doing their auction thing, And I think they're in between cows, and some lady with green hair, because it's always got to be some lady with green fucking hair, white lady with green hair, She runs out with her sign, and she's like, animals feel things too. Animals feel things too. They hurt just like us, and you shouldn't be doing this, and you shouldn't be doing that, and they hurt, and it's just the usual nonsense that people like to spew whenever they're fighting for the rights of animals, who were put here by God to nourish us. Let's be honest, I'm not religious, but in that aspect, yeah, I'll believe that, I think they're here for no other reason than to, have us kill them in brutal ways and eat them. So that's where I'm at with it. But anyway, green-haired ladies, they love going out. Things are bad for everybody. I'm going to stand up because I got nothing else to do. I dyed my hair today, and now that was pretty much it. So now I'm going to go out and I'm going to change the fucking world by doing nothing, by going to a cattle auction and going, you guys are bad, as if every fucking redneck there is going to go, you know what, a green-haired lady? And she'll be like, I'm not a lady. And they'll be like, oh, fuck, we're sorry. We didn't mean to not use the correct pronouns. And we're also sorry that we're here auctioning off cattle. We won't do that anymore because we didn't realize that animals feel just like us. I'm sure would be the outcome that she had in her mind. You know, I'm going to go there and I'm going to go, hey, this is wrong. And they're going to go, you know what it is? You know what it is. And you know what? I think I'm a little bit gay too. I'm a little bit gay. I'm finally okay to say it. I'm not going to eat beef. And also, I'm a little bit gay. And the green hair lady be like, yeah, you can come with me. We'll all go dye our hair green and save more animals. I'm sure that's what these big burly fucking Texas would be doing if you hold up a sign that says don't kill cows. But she's out there fucking hooting and hollering. And some guy, one of these, Texas fellas, one of these guys probably running the auction or whatever, like almost like he's about to throw her out of a bar. You know what I mean? Grabs her by the back of the shirt, grabs her by the waistline of the pants in the back. And she's wearing like fucking like loose, like 1960s basketball shorts, like those ones that barely cover the cheeks, Great fucking outfit for a protest, by the way. So he yanks on her shorts and they just go straight up her ass and he's got her. He just is like carrying her, giving her like the biggest fucking wedgie I've seen since 1996. You know what I mean? This thing, it's almost to the point where he could put her underwear over her fucking head, like Cornholio style. You know what I mean? Deep up in there. And, of course, her other fucking friends start go, don't touch her. And it's like, well, she got to get the fuck. First of all, these cows could turn on anybody at any point in time, especially, if you're fucking up the flow of things. They get a little bit riled up. They go out there. You get stomped. Now you're suing the fucking auctioning thing because you got stomped out by a cow because you were trying to save its life. Wouldn't that be some fucking poetry? Wouldn't that be some poetry? As you're like, hey, these animals have feelings too. And the animals go, yeah, we do. And they just kicked her in the fucking head. Wouldn't that have been some poetry? Well, of course, they was yell, don't touch her. At this point, this guy don't give a fuck. He doesn't, all he's doing is trying to get her out of the pen. So he gets her over to the gate, lets her go, and just kind of stands there, and then she gets out of the gate. But I just haven't seen a wedgie like that in fucking years, I think I mentioned that on the podcast before. When are we going to start bringing that kind of stuff back? Wedgies and fucking, what's the other thing? The noogies. Remember when you just fucking dig your knuckles into somebody's scalp? That was fun. An Indian burn. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I might be getting a little bit naughty calling it an Indian burn. What would you call it now? Indigenous people burn? That sounds even worse. Somehow, indigenous people burn. That sounds like some Holocaust shit. I don't even want to go down that route. Well, just the classic pranks, the whoopee cushions, the noogies, the wedgies. Just if you're gonna protest people, like, just have a point, like have an end game, like have some expectations of what is going to happen. You know what I mean? If you want to stand up for the rights of animals because they can't stand up for themselves, go for it. You know what I mean? Go have fun with it. But going to a fucking cattle auction, just being a little white girl with green hair and a sign, like it ain't Tiananmen Square, motherfucker. You're in Texas. You know what I'm saying? They're going to toss, you're going to get a wedgie and get tossed on your fucking, on the road. Get out of here. So just keep it in mind from your old pal Joe. Or maybe wear jeans and a belt too if you're going to go to a protest. I feel like there's nothing worse than setting out your day to accomplish something and failing completely and then having to pick your shorts out of your ass too. That just sounds like a rough day to me. I don't think I would have trouble kind of looking in the mirror that night, knowing that I thought I was going to change the fucking world that day, and I did next to nothing. And now I got shit because I didn't wipe my ass that good. all over my pants. Because some fucking rancher shoved them up my ass. Anyway, hey, let's get you the animal video clip of the week and get you on your way, people. Hope we've been having just a hoot of a fucking time. Oh, man. This one comes from the coveted news source website, worldstarhiphop.com. Just, this, I don't trust monkeys that much. I feel like a lot of people are out here trusting monkeys, and I don't know why. You don't even trust people, but for some reason you're going to trust a monkey. Monkey ain't nothing but a worse person. You know what I mean? They're not as good as us. I've never seen some great monkey tits. I'll say that. Just draw my line right there. If you ain't got great titties, you're lesser than. Okay? But, people go on these trips. They go to like fucking, I don't know, where are monkeys? Japan and China and India and stuff like that. And people just wander around. They go, oh, here's a monkey. Have some Cheetos, monkey. This is fun, But I don't trust them. I don't want no monkey getting close to me. And this is a perfect example of why. There's a fella. He appears to be in India somewhere, maybe. I don't know. He's a brown fella with monkeys around him, okay? I'm trying to be politically correct, but I don't, I'm doing the best I fucking can. You know what I'm saying? Brown fella with monkeys around him. And they seem to be having a great time. He seems to be having just a wonderful time just with this fucking feral monkey. Bunch of people around. This guy's sitting on the ground having a great time with this monkey. Monkey's climbing all over him going, hey, you're my friend. This is fun, Then out of nowhere, the monkey's like, hey, I'm going to jump off of your shoulder here. I'm going to get and go on my way. I've had a fun time sitting in your lap, but now I'm on your shoulder, and I'm going to get out of here. But before the monkey gets out of there, it bites this dude's forehead and peels his fucking scalp off. You know what I mean, people? These monkeys are crazy. I don't know why people think it's fun to be around them. Literally, I pulled his fucking scalp back. I've never seen such a thing in my life. Just like one piece, too. When like duct tape, when you're trying to pull duct tape off of something and you start to pull the whole thing, but then it splits and then you just kind of pull a strip? That's what this fucking dude's scalp did. This isn't fun. This is not a fun video to be talking about, but it blew my fucking mind, Because everyone's like, oh, these monkeys are good. These are good monkeys. But it ripped his fucking scalp off, people. Just a regular monkey, not a chimp. Just a regular, slim, lengthy monkey. So I guess the point of this is, just avoid monkeys and Alec Baldwin at all costs. All right? Because bad things will happen around either of those. Who would you pick in a fight between Alec Baldwin with a gun and a monkey with a knife? Who do you think wants it more? I think that's what that one comes down to, is really who wants it more. Because I don't think Alec Baldwin, he loves to shoot people, but I don't think he's a great shot. That's why he shoots unsuspecting people. If you're shooting someone who's suspecting it, then, you got a little bit, I imagine you're a better marksman. You got some better marksmanship going on. But, DM me. Let me know how you feel about that one, people. Who would you take? Pay-per-view. We got Logan Paul versus Jake Paul. We're putting the Paul brothers against each other, and then we got Alec Baldwin with a gun and a monkey with a knife. And they're locked in, let's just say, a Domino's Pizza dining area. Some space, but not much. You know what I mean? Who would you take? I'm going to leave it up, and I'm not going to give my prediction. I'll wait till next week to give my prediction. So make sure you check out the podcast next week. Hey, thanks for checking it out, everybody. Hope we had some fun today. Hope you're having a great 2022. All right, we gotta get through this shit together. Nothing's going back to normal. The world's falling apart, but we got each other, and that's all we need. We're all gonna die anyway, so let's try and make it a little bit easier for each other. You know what I mean? JoeKelleyComedy.com has all my upcoming comedy dates. I'll be in Nashville this Wednesday at Zanies. I'm going to be with Aaron Weber all week. So Zanies, Nashville this Wednesday, the 12th, and then the 14th and the 15th, Dubuque, Iowa. We'll be out there slinging some jokes at Comedy Bar. Come through, come say hey, come get the yucks. Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast, everybody. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks to everybody who's checked out my comedy album. If you have not done so, please do that. Ladies and Leftovers, it's streaming everywhere. You can watch it on YouTube. Hey, have a good week, all right? Take care of yourself. Take care of somebody else. I'll catch you all around real soon. Later.